Charles Soule and Steve Cummings plan a heist as the Knights of Ren assemble to break into Fortress Vader on Mustafar and steal something of great importance for Lady Qi'Ra and Crimson Dawn. Charles Soule delivers another really awesome installment in the Crimson Reign saga, this time enacting a heist with the Knights of Ren. Characters Charles has breathed new life into and made more than just a cool costume that they were in the sequel trilogy. I love the little tidbits of their lore that was explored here by Soule, like how they view the Force as a shadow, a dark shadow over them, and that they are nothing like the Sith, and kind of view the Sith as kind of vermin, which is quite interesting. Of course, as well, thanks to the Lego Star Wars Christmas special that came out last year, I can't help but hear Christian Slater voicing Ren when I read his lines, seeing as that Slater voiced him in that cartoon. So it gives his lines a little bit more of sort of a roguishness to them, which is exactly how he is in this comic book, and I kind of like his skeevy nature. I think it's quite cool. The one thing that really caught my attention this issue was the item Ren stole, the Screaming Key, which apparently unlocks something very powerful that Qi'Ra needs in her war against the Empire. My mind immediately drew back to the previous Star Wars event, the Screaming Citadel from Jason Aaron, which involved parasites which take over a person's body and can use the Force and everything. And I got excited at the thought of Charles diving back into the stuff Jason Aaron did on his Star Wars ongoing. Of course, it might be something else, and it probably will be something else, but I'm intrigued to see what Soule does with this MacGuffin in the final issue. Stephen Cummings drew up the heist of Fortress Vader with some fantastic visuals, giving us a great look around the castle and seeing places we've seen in the movies like the main area we saw in Rogue One. Vader's appearance was also fittingly terrifying, and I loved how almost every piece of art Vader was in, he was kind of looming over everyone, and Stephen drew him at an angle where we were kind of like looking up at him like he was looming over everything like a giant angry statue with a lightsaber. It was really quite great. Crimson Reign issue 4 was a fun heist themed issue that explored a little bit more about the Knights of Ren and what their deal is, while teasing out a few key plot points for the finale of the Crimson Reign storyline next issue. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Crimson Reign issue 4 heads to the past to Varnak, where Qi'Ra meets with the Knights of Ren for the first time, hearing that they are very powerful. Ren is sorry that he can't say the same about Lady Qi'Ra as he removes his helmet, knowing that he's always up for making a beautiful friend. Qi'Ra feigns that she finds him handsome, but tells him she isn't there for a pretty face, and is there because he leads the Knights of Ren. Ren thinks that that's a dangerous name, and the few who know it know better than to come looking for him, wondering how she heard of it. Qi'Ra reveals that her friend the Archivist is the one who told her about who they are and what they were, knowing that if they want their infamy back and to live in a galaxy where they don't need to hide on backwater planets and fly around in ugly ships stealing and killing, they can work for her. Ren knows that they like their ship as well as killing and stealing, but Qi'Ra asks if they like constantly wondering if today's the day they will wake up with a red lightsaber in their chest. But Ren, who has a red lightsaber, finds that very unlikely, but Qi'Ra tells him that it's only a matter of time before it happens, but she can give them everything they want, including safety from the Sith, and they can carve out their little kingdom for their own and run it how they see fit, as long as they agree to be the Force users she needs for a job she believes they are going to love. In the present on the Night Buzzard, one of the Knights of Ren know the job of breaking into Vader's castle is idiotic. Basra knows that they should stay far away from the Sith, and Marinda reminds Ren that they have an understanding to stay away from them, but Ren knows there is no understanding, and just because they use the dark side doesn't mean the Sith are their friends, and it's just the Emperor has been dealing with many other threats like the Jedi and the Night Sisters, and compared to them, they are small fish in a big pond. Ren wants to strike first, and Qi'Ra has a plan and the resources to do it, showing them a map of Fortress Vader and its security measures. The others wonder how Vader is going to react to them robbing him, but Ren knows, thanks to Kira's network, they know that Vader is off investigating the deaths of some of Palpatine's royal guards, finding the woman to be quite impressive. Basra makes a foul comment about her to the team, but the others know that she is right and Vader will know he was robbed, but Ren says that he won't know it was them, and Qi'Ra said they can take whatever they want so they'll get rich from this. The team wonder what she needs them to steal, so Ren shows them what they are looking for, showing them a set of keys, not knowing what Qi'Ra wants them for, but it's central to her whole plan, so they are going to get them. The Knights of Ren land on Mustafar near the fortress, warned of the Imperial garrison nearby, but the magma fields mess with their senses, so they should have a straight shot shot to the castle, and if he's wrong, then there's lots of stormtroopers that are going to die. Using speed bikes, they make it to the walls of the castle, finding a lava fall which covers an entrance. Ren explains the lava is the guard for this entrance and they can get past it together, knowing all things are possible through the Force. He gets the Knights of Ren to focus their powers, getting them to divert the lava and allowing them into the temple. The feel of the dark side is strong inside, and Ren knows that Vader didn't pick this spot for no reason. Bazra soon spots the decapitated head of someone on the ground as the eyes spring to life with a red light, causing the Twi'lek to shoot it until nothing but a scorch mark remains on the ground. Ren reminds them that this is a Sith castle and there are going to be dead things, but they need to worry about the things still alive. Making their way through the castle, they come upon a huge Bacta-tank pumping station that's pumping the healing liquid around the place. They know with so much Bacta, they could care for an entire army here. One of the knights spits into the Bacta, giving Vader something to remember them by as they make their way into the main chamber, where they are spotted by Vanny, who tells them that they should leave since he has seen and marked them and Vader will learn of their visit. Ren wonders how he's going to tell them if he's dead, firing on Vanny, but the blaster bolts hit his ray shields, protecting the man and signaling that he's in no danger, but the knights on the other hand are. He activates a panel and summons stormtroopers, which the knights cut their way through towards a locked blast door. Ren plunges his saber into the door, cutting it up as his crew keep the troopers at bay, telling Ren to hurry up since there are a lot of them. Ren makes it through the door, finding they're in an archive of sorts. Ren knows that they are looking for the screaming key, using the Force to listen for its screams. He soon finds the keys, grabbing it from its containment box as he finds the knights have stopped firing. The knights say that everyone has left, and thinking that everyone is dead, Ren learns the troopers actually left thanks to Darth Vader arriving. Vader tells Ren that the troopers were no longer needed and they are there uninvited. He attacks the knights, crushing one to death with the Force as Ren confronts Vader, locking lightsabers with him. Vader notes the scarlet color of his saber, knowing that whomever Ren thinks he isn't worthy. Ren knows that he doesn't decide who's worthy and he has earned everything he has, including the red saber, which he took from the one who held his name before him, knowing it's a name of power. Vader learns his name is Ren as he recognizes them all as the Knights of Ren, finding them pathetic that they have fallen so far. Vader slashes Ren across the stomach, knowing that they can still fall further. Ren thinks that's a good idea, leaping from a hole his crew blasted in the side of the castle, using the Force to cushion his landing. He gloats over Vader losing him, but the crew don't think that's such a good idea as suddenly the screaming key is pulled from his hand by the Force by Vader. Ren pulls back, leaving them in a deadlock as Ren demands his men fire. The knights open fire on Vader, injuring him and causing him to lose grip over the key and allow Ren to escape. The knights know now they are committed to this, and whatever the key opens, it better be powerful since wherever they are on the Emperor's target list, they have been moved up a couple of notches as Vader looks over the dead Knight of Ren he killed, with Ren telling Marinda to just ride for now and to think about all of that later.